I'm Alana. Welcome to the Nightly News Hall of Fame edition. We have decided to start a new tradition and have the Nightly News have its own Hall of Fame. To all the people who have put in time and effort to make the Night Times a huge success, this is our way of saying thanks. The inaugural class has 4 inductees. 2 of the inductees are from the class of 2021, and the other 2 were pioneers in helping making the RFA Nightly News what it is today. Here are the inductees. Our first inductee is Jaredhussey. Jared joined the Nightly News during the pandemic in May of 2020. He started out as our sports guy, but after a while moved up the ranks to co-anchor with the bi-weekly newscast with me. Jared worked hard to be the best anchor he could be. His expressions, sayings, and jokes made him a hit with our audience. The more practice he had with the news, whether in his room or at the studio, the more he became involved with the creative side of things. Jared will be greatly missed next year, but I'm sure he will stay in contact with our Nightly News team. Jared is attending SUNY Potsdam in the fall. Congrats, Jared! The next inductee is Jordanrington. We invited Jordan to the Nightly News to do an interview as president of SAS. She was such a natural that we asked her to do more segments with us. As well as doing announcements for SAS, she also did On the Board with Jordan, support of the Equity Pledge segment, and our senior spotlight, as well as sitting in as the anchor for a couple weeks of the newscast. We are super excited to have her as a member of our Hall of Fame. Jordan will be attending the University of Buffalo in the fall. Our next inductee is Lauren LaFrost. Lauren graduated in 2020 and made a huge impact on the Night Times, becoming digital. She was heavily involved as editor as the Night Times in both the paper and website version. She helped be a part of our first interview with Superintendent Mr. Blake, and you could tell she was a natural. The pandemic cut our version short, but we were able to pick up the Nightly News Quarantine Edition thanks to her efforts up to that point. Lauren is currently attending SUNY Albany. Last but certainly not least is Mariah Humiston. Mariah graduated from RFA in 2018, but her impact on the Nightly News was huge. Mariah was the pioneer behind the Night Times process from paper to digital format as well. When she came to interview this year, she was so impressed with the setup. As Superintendent Mr. Blake said in an interview, Mariah is the Nightly News and is the one who made it all possible. Mariah created videos and broadcasts because it keeps people informed, lets students have their voices be heard, and it shows some positive opportunities Rome has to offer. Mariah is attending Syracuse at the Newhouse and Maxwell schools. She is currently an intern at CNN Audio and is a part of a podcast editor at the Daily Orange. Congratulations to all of our inductees. This was a great inaugural class and will be a hard one to match in the following years. Remember, RFA, take charge and show some RFA pride. We're all in this together.